If you could somehow grab hold of your circulatory system and pull a single, unbroken blood vessel straight out of your arm, you'd probably expect it to stretch out a few feet. We naturally assume the pieces inside of us are constrained by our own height, but that intuition fails when we look closely. A human body contains thousands of distinct microscopic vessels packed tightly into every available millimeter of tissue. This diagram shows fractal branching. Fractal branching is a geometric pattern where a structure repeatedly splits into smaller, identical versions of itself. Our arteries and veins do exactly this, splitting into smaller and smaller capillaries to deliver oxygen to every single cell. If you take that massive three-dimensional web and calculate the math to lay every microscopic branch end to end, you find that the body packs thousands of miles of functional infrastructure into the volume of a single person. To accurately measure this, let's tie one end of that biological thread right here, in the center of New York City. As the line pulls taut, it shoots west, stretching over the plains and the Rocky Mountains. A structure thinner than a human hair, grown inside your chest, is now spanning hundreds of miles of solid rock and desert. Before long, the vessels from your single body reach the edge of the Grand Canyon. Spanning the North American continent is a massive distance, yet we have barely tapped into your circulatory supply. The thread leaves the California coast and plunges out over the open water of the Pacific Ocean. A commercial jet requires about 11 straight hours of flying just across this expanse. Your blood vessels keep going, finally making landfall thousands of miles later in Japan. From there, the line continues uninterrupted, stretching entirely across the massive continental expanse of Asia. A microscopic tube evolved to push blood fractions of an inch has now easily bypassed the planet's largest oceans and land masses. The thread then weaves straight through the dense cluster of European borders. It traces past the western coast, hits the Atlantic Ocean, and bridges that final gap back toward North America. The line makes landfall on the East Coast and ties perfectly back into its starting point in New York. Manufacturing a single, continuous 24,000-mile cable to ring the Earth is a near impossibility for human engineering. Your body grows one by default. One human body contains enough internal wiring to lasso the entire planet. The 24,000 miles required to encircle the Earth is only a fraction of the total length available. After returning to its starting point, the line has enough slack to complete the trip a second, third, and even fourth time over. This means the massive scale of the world we navigate is mirrored by the density of the network we carry inside us.